Managed to convert their map pick. This is the territory of Monte, and so starting on the T side they are. And we're off to the pistol, off to the races.
It is funny on these T pistols how much seems like info gathering for the Ts these days.
Yeah, yeah, and mollies are showing up way more than they used to.
Oh, look at this fake. It's drawn Grim out. This is...
Oh! He nearly gets the adjustment on the
he spotted the bomb, though.
Yeah, that's for sure. The jig is up, but the fight is taken. You can see Bro, he's cleared 2 out of the B site. They know the bomb was with Waro.
Oh, this is funky.
Yeah, real unusual scenes here. Hal's like, you don't need to take these fights, but he's willing to, and now they slink into Donut loudly.
Oh, they're fighting together.
Floppy's
following him.
SDY has to either take this fight or let that bomb get run down.
Out of bullets!
Oh, he ran out of bullets. It wasn't the headshot he hoped for, and that is the end of that. That's how you see him already ripping the headphones off of his ears in frustration.
That's the Howzat classic at this point.
Oh, yeah. I mean, especially considering... He did not like that.
No, not at all. The banter. That is a bit of fun right there. Well, the pistol rounds, that seems to be a bit of a Monte specialty.
Yo, okay, so Ancient. Happy to see a CT second round force.
I wonder if the Demka banter kind of coaxed them into it.
Right, let's put them up. 3 out mid, expecting like util, knowing that they already have that first round under the board. Yeah, it's just the kind of thing that would used to fill LAN halls, and
yeah,
you know, 10 years down the line, it's still doing it.
Bring it back, baby.
That is the perfect weapon for the job of anyone dead. Brave the entrance of Cave. Wow, yeah, that 1-2 punch, no thank you. Krasnal, he'll just be containing at this point. You can see how his responsibility is for the ramp push. And as I say that, they are actually starting to maneuver into the setup. If JT's precise, both of these guys could go down. That's damage. There's the second. Ooh, and a headshot on the MP9. Floppy puts Waro on just 1 HP. These little bursts from Grim, and he doesn't overcommit to it. Elige overlooks the potential clear. Waro with just that 1 HP, and so, yeah, the potency of this one starts to peter out.
It's interesting to see Monte going for a cave clear as well. I suppose not expecting so much of a force spy.
Yeah.
Maybe more of a clean eco. Scout right in the face will be removed. Bro continues his clean shooting and will push all the way up, securing this B bomb site. Grim, they know where he was, jousting earlier in the round with that MP9. And this has fallen extremely flat for Complexity. So this is unusual. We are seeing most teams operating with the save into the second, and that tends to be on both halves unless the Ts are able to get the plant. And at that point, they can constitute the force buy with the Galils. Arguments that that type of a second round is even stronger for the Ts than the CTs after the pistol conversion. So Grim will hold on to this for dear life. He's being hunted, and well, the low HP of Waro could just blow him over. That's $600. You'll take that. Thank you very much. As Demka, Sumdar Young, and Bro are all surging in his direction. Bomb about to detonate, so he just has to hold on for a few seconds longer and is aware that he is the hunted. Oh, and that nade felt like it could have done it. Grim will get to hold on to the MP9. So at least something for Complexity to operate with going into round number 3. But we'll have to wait until round number 4 before we see the rifles come out. This is actually a dream start. So, oof. Yeah, you can see
that's what Mac
the
did
foot
to
pinning.
Yeah.
It does look a little bit funky. But I suppose more accurate than just floating on boxes.
For sure, most def. Yeah, frustrating.
They're fighting mid. There's a red smoke in. Grim's close to the MP9. They have gone for a deep elbow smoke of their own. So mid control has been garnered.
The whole squad surging into middle. It is just the, well, MP9 and a little more. Some Desert Eagles as well on top in case Grim gets some handy work done. Potential for a conversion, but SDY.
Flashing and fighting.
They want to have a look. The fight ahead of the pack. That's good work from Halzuk to bait to facilitate Grim, but Bro with a 3K. Using that Galil to great effect before he'd eventually run down. Now they are just charging straight into the A site.
I think more damage could be nice here for Complexity, so they are going the long way round. They've been cut off by Waro. Yeah, they weren't expecting him. So that damage that I was prefacing, not to be the case. 2 is all they'll get. And a 3-0 start for Monte. This couldn't go better.
Yeah, let's see what that first gun round has in store for us now. So that was Bro locking it down. So far so good from him. 6 frags in total. Woro the same.
No insta window. Might even be something fast over towards A. There is a quick... it's been missed. CT smoke missed. Was to be thrown out to try and pressure A for Demka, but it hasn't landed.
Yeah, Demka could get caught out by this. He is. Grim hits the shot. Brad's now up the ramp. Wolf, JT's going to be mad unless Halzert can lock it down. It's a lot of responsibility, but he does rise to the occasion, and Bro just crab walks into the AWPer, not ready for floppy. And so a 1 versus 2. What's the man to do? They're going to double peek him. Yeah, and that's beautiful work from Complexity. They will leave with the round. Halzert's AWP.
I wonder what happened there, because there was a smoke I was following getting thrown that just landed up in the trees, but there was still a CT smoke that had landed, so maybe that was meant to be a fast donut smoke. I know that there are variations that you can throw from spawn now that teams have been fiddling with, so maybe that was the case to really apply a lot of this A pressure. A good response time. And again, Halzert with the AWP, it doesn't feel like he's missing a beat. He's looking quite comfortable considering the circumstances. First round for Complexity now. Red smoke lands. Util towards mid. Elijah ahead of it will call the coast clear. Floppy aggressive in cave. JT and Halzert towards B. And no space taken immediately out of Monte. They have stayed outside the B doors for now. Brew will lead the pack to try and take some of this space. But you can see they're in no rush to fight for that mid control. Allow the initial wave of utilities to subside.
JT, he's willing to give it a go. Actually just running down that ramp, and Floppy aggro as well, but it's Demka all the way back from the B doors. Catches JT. And
Full
so
rotation.
That advantage is theirs.
Yeah, SDY is the only one who can explore elsewhere. You can see him starting to walk back over towards main as the cavalry has arrived over towards B. So loving this Complexity. They've stayed extremely active on the CT sides. As mentioned in the previous map, a lot of the CT sides in CS2 looking extremely heroic-esque. Just active, 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 and about to be pantsed. Halzert looking the wrong way. Rim's dead too.
Yeah.
Just tracking the shadow. Great stuff from Bro.
And SDY scored A clear, so it's all fine and dandy for Monte. Returning to their winning ways. I like that slowdown. You can see what it resulted in, that re-clear out of cave. You had your back turned to mid. A missed smoke finds itself out of the map.
The staggered approach favouring Monte a little bit more there, right? When that aggressive push comes in from Complexity, sure, it catches them off guard for the first, but immediately able to respond. Elige gets something for his troubles. Now, we do have Anubis as the third map. That is the map where, well, the event started for both of these teams against one another, falling in the favour of Complexity. So, Cole, if they lose Ancient, I think they'll be feeling confident getting to Anubis, but if you're Monte, you'd love to seek some revenge on what I would consider a home map for both of these teams. So we do have the best possible third map to separate them. Elige calling some shots here of what he would like to get up to on the CT side, so asking for a little bit of utility. We do have the deep elbow smoke now. That should cover it off. Aggressive main, Floppy 5-7. Good weapon for the job.
Especially if Elige can finish off what he can't get done. Actually, Elige gets the opening and he's pre-fire in the shadows. 5-7 does nothing. Elige doesn't have the chance to reload, and yeah, it's only Halzert's USP with a
only
dink. Bloody hell. That might be enough, you know. They force him wide with the molly, but he gets out of dodge. Ooh, grim. Grim indeed. He's been tagged up. He's been body bagged up. SDY, he just takes the fights. JT's dig, he's not half bad on that one-shot headshot, but this time he just hits the legs of Demka. Molly's going to limit his options, bounces off of his face as he's caught on the jump across.
Very winnable round, but again, just this overzealous nature in a lot of these chaotic moments. I get it. A lot of teams are trying to capitalize just by swinging in and taking these duels, but just a moment to take a breath. They had advantages there, some big ones. Halzerk did great. He got back. They had a number of advantages. Sure, they didn't have the weapons, but if the reroute had come in from Monte, let's say they had left A main, let's say they had dropped back elsewhere, the bomb goes down, weapons can be picked up, and a real opportunity for Complexity to try and win back on that light investment. But this is the full investment. Halzerk into the AWP. Triple mid. Full control taken. SDY selling presence. He's going to come through and flashed. Grim just recovers in time.
Ooh, okay, well, mid control is theirs. Halzerk using that opportunity to peek into the cross and miss shot. Bro advancing. Woo, floppy. He takes Woro down. Nearly has Demka as well, but a bit of a wide open runway into B. They've smoke caved rapidly. He commits to the spray. They get that bomb down. This is still shaping up. Could be a Monte round. They smoke themselves, but just spotted on the jump across. Bro is in hunt. And he's short. What? He's right next to you. Oh, awkward for Bro. Elige gets 2 and Demka, last man standing. Good luck. Have fun. Low HP in their own cave smoke. You're not going to expect that. Floppy, the first of the 3. Smoke on the bomb. Flash is high. Halzerk. Ooh. With Demka's cross just narrowly shy of the head, it could have come down to the 1v1.
Now look, if you were talking about a moment to throw some trash talk back over the fence, Halzerk, that would be the moment. Putting that AWP bullet straight between the eyes. But I think because they're 3 rounds behind, he will keep quiet for now. I love that from Bro. I loved all of it. The fact that he waits as well for the smoke to plume, knowing that that cave fight is probably his biggest issue. It's really good aggression coming out of Complexity through the gates, but Bro, yeah, just getting lost in the smokes. Could have had a multi-kill, could have been a magnificent play out of the young Dane, but unfortunately unable to stick the landing.
Yeah, but they've got the confidence, haven't they? There's no doubt in spades. Taking that play, trusting his initiative, trusting his gut.
I really liked everything he did there, right?
Yeah.
That smoke, then he rerouted through the pillar, pushed through, took the gap, knew that they needed to make a play in the number disadvantage. It could have been great. Absolutely stunning play, almost, but will fall against them as JT, as we reflect on the scoreboard, is having another rough go of things out the gates. Only 1 kill to his name, 7 deaths, but 3 assists. Now in the new Counter-Strike, you are getting assists for a whole lot less damage, so take that as you will. Timeout called, a discussion had, and cash already starting to get quite low. But if Monte can win this one back, Complexity are in a world of hurt, and Monte can run away with this half. So important gun round ahead, and could just be a B rush.
Could just be a B rush.
They missed the cave smoke, or did they just hope for a lane smoke? I guess just a lane smoke.
Halzerk posts up, fires a shot. They boosted Woro up, but he's not too interested in it.
Yeah, so they didn't like getting harassed from middle, so they've
Oh,
that
Floppy.
off.
So blind, just gets Bro down as his vision's restored, and a missed shot from Halzerk. That leads to his demise. It's Kraz now down. Good work from JT. Quick flank. Grim and Elige both coming in from that ramp side.
Got some pace to them.
Yeah, this is actually going to be very potent if JT can kind of puff up his chest a bit here.
Well, whose job is it to consider the flank for Monte?
Right now, it was Demka for a moment. They're so worried about the other side of things, and that's a clean one from Grim. You don't want to be locked into cave.
They just threw a smoke in
They
each
have
other.
another. They have another. Oh, and Grim doesn't need it. He'll take the jewel, takes down Woro, fake on that. They know where you are, and they'll double peek yet to secure it. Was 3, now just 2 rounds separating these teams.
And we just called out JT, or at least I did, for the lack of frags, and he immediately gets a big one, right? It stops them in their tracks. They're not able to take the space. Now, that's going to be very frustrating because they did have a player over towards Cave, Monte, so they didn't expect that flank to come in so quickly. The fact that they literally hightailed it all the way through T-spawn, and both of them come up the ramp with that pace, that's the difference maker in the round as well as that JT kill. So Demka, yeah, he is watching it, but not expecting them at that speed. Great trading. And Complexity continue the winning ways. Now, our plant allows some investments. We've seen Kraz now go for this hero Galil before, and we'll see it again. Just so difficult in CS2 Ancient to be able to contest mid fast. And Halzerk just stands and delivers. That Galil in the dirt already. Might have a second, and does.
He loves that jewel.
Loves the re-peek too.
Yeah, he's not scared of any of those 1-digs, is he?
This type of investment, it can't be in vain for Monte. They need to try and find a little bit of damage here. Demka has been able to scavenge the Galil off the ground. A kill feels mandatory just to make sure they keep this Complexity economy somewhat humble.
Demka.
They can isolate Floppy. He's on his own.
Using that Galil Krasnal purchased. As you discussed, has to be something here for Monte, and well, not from Demka. Floppy, nice headshots, contains the cave push. It's all onto SDY with that dig, and they keep it clean. Great finish from Floppy. TC happy with that one. One-round game. Considering the way this started, Complexity have managed to dig their heels in nicely. A 3 consecutive run.
I think it could have been a little bit of overspend there from Monte, to be completely honest with you. Most of them invested in something, and right now, they don't really have enough to go around. We might see another similar style of investment here, with the loss bonus starting to build off of the 3 consecutive rounds for Complexity. They've actually opted... Oh, nope, a very late buy. We can see
whoa.
We're already blocking mid on the Complexity side of the server. With the X-Ray, all 5 members were buying late. So Waro has made the call. 3 Galils, an AK, and a MAC-10, but just late on all of their timings. This should be a slow round.
Yeah, and it's a default spread. If not perhaps an extra player leaning towards the A side of the map with the bomb behind Krasnal on B. And oh wow, JT, you went walking down the ramp and gets a rude shock as Bros Galil sprays him down.
The quiet has actually been the problem for Complexity. When Monte haven't just thrust themselves forward immediately, Complexity think the coast is clear and want to continue with this proactive CT approach, setting the tone and walking into their demise. So a trade back will be required. At this point, well, with a lot of time passing, it's no longer a trade, it's just a kill back.
Yeah, smoke on red. Halzark this time donut, so he's been catching him on B. Oh, and he's not going to catch him on mid.
Nice
Misses his shot. SDY nails his.
Save.
Has to be. No one here on A. The bomb will be going down. And that late buy hasn't cost Monte anything. If anything, they get the perfect round, not a point of damage done.
Hopefully that's a good learning for Monte to maybe take some pace out of the rounds. Allow them to fester for first 15 or so seconds and then wait and see what Complexity do, because they're so quick to act, not even react.
Yeah, I mean, straight down the stairs. Down the stairs? Down the ramp.
Yeah, it's wheelchair access.
Yeah, exactly. Accessibility is important.
Especially if you want to visit the ancient temples.
Yeah, for the tours. So you see it from that angle, you can just see JT's head crossing into the fight. He plays with he plays with the toggle, like the recline, like active.
Yeah, the perma.
Do you have that?
No, I want
straight, rigid back.
Precisely. I don't want my chair to have any give.
No, thank you.
I think they're just calling maybe an insta window smoke. So Waro's in the spawn to do so. Krasnal as well. SDY and Bro are not. That means Demka should be able to get one out if they wanted to go for the insta window. But as we just discussed, the pace should probably have something taken out of it. Halzerk's deployed his towards elbow to block Someday Young's mid jaunt. Elysian Grim to lock that down, and we'll get it with ease. So they're going to be aggressive.
Well, more pace. Complexity have handled this well in the past, and again, it's them opening up the account quickly. That's a nasty death for Floppy. Wasn't ready for Krasnal so quick.
Pressure on B.
Yeah, they were ready to occupying deep into cave, and only one man here from Complexity. Elige as well, though. He'll be quick on the potential flank. Grim's even considering joining him. That smoke's not going to last forever.
Halzerk's in the shadow way, main.
He's nailed the shot as well.
That couldn't be easier. That's so telegraphed. It's unfortunate for them. Oh, how did that happen?
Well, he just walked on through the short smoke.
I was so glued on the A fight. They're in towards B. The bomb's down, and we have a 3-on-3.
Yeah, Krasnal with that forward position catches him off guard. Elige clearing through cave now. So some sound made towards CT. The crossfire's strong here. SDY, oh, spotted him. Nice find from Elige. Response from Krasnal. Need this one from Grim. Can he come up clutch?
Molly long, diffuse.
Could be good. He picked up a smoke. Get it down. Light on time. Surely Bro's got the lineup here. He does nail it. Gets away through the flames and pulls a 7th out of the hat for Monte.
Oh, didn't quite get to that AWP, did Bro, but he has enough money to drop one if Waro signals for it. Felt like everything but the pressure getting to Grim in that moment. Good trade back from Krasnal, and oh, this is even better.
He's having a good game as Kraz now. I think that overpass T side, we got to see some of him, you know, his very best work in terms of taking space on that B side, taking heads.
Well, final round of the half here. Hodgepodge buy for complexity. They have cobbled this one together. Monte with quite the commanding lead.
Yeah, and quite the direct approach for this final round. He boosts Walro up, hold long side as they just walk on in. Barrage of nades landing, Floppy, good control of the MP9, gets 2, nearly 3, Demka brought low, that's perfect for the Mag 7, softened up for a couple of pumps. JT, he's got Grim, and Grim's the one to do it, so there's Complexity's 5th. Just 2 rounds separating them, it's Monte's pick, Cole with 1 up in the series, and it's playoffs or bust.
While we wait for the workshop to be flooded with fresh content for CS2, we're going to give you a look into what some of our community creators have been cooking up with all the new tools. The first map we will look at is DE_Biome, a map that was added to CSGO matchmaking back in 2018, now getting its own Source 2 upgrade. Designed inside a greenhouse with a lot of lush flora dotted around the map, we can certainly see JD40 taking advantage of the better lighting and more vibrant aesthetic of CS2. If I remember correctly, I even had a clean highlight back in the day, but no one will want to see that. Definitely don't show that. Oh, would you look at that? Pretty clean, honestly. Next, we have DE_Brewery, a wingman map that, as you guessed it, is based in a brewery. For this one, we will show you some before and afters, as this really shows what is possible when porting CSGO maps to a CS2 one. I think this is going to spark a lot of mappers' passion to go in and fully utilize these new tools and upgrade their older maps. The difference in the level of detail they can add in a much easier way is very apparent with this one. The map shows off nicely the use of the new metallic reflections you can achieve, turning these bland walkways into something that pops a lot more. This, along with the new lighting and vibrance, is really what we will see focused on going forward. Recognize this? It is of course FY Pool Day, a Counter-Strike classic. A small A map ideal for chaotic fights all based around a bright pool area. When talking to Lep Lul Boldeslappen, who is remaking this map, says he has been working hard and it thinks it can bring joy and nostalgia to many CS players. Joy is one word for it. Depends if you're on the right side of the chaos. A great map to hop in a server with some friends and an all-time classic.
Got one final seat at the playoffs. And it has been a shouting match, both in the server and outside of it. Monte, well, we're on their turf, and they've got 7 rounds in that first half.
Able to keep smiles on their faces for now. Sure, they have the lead and technically heading on to the easier side, but CS2, we are still learning the lay of the land. Can Complexity bring it back, get it done in 2, and secure that quarterfinal berth against BetBoom? Yeah, you heard me right. Now for his new team, Locken and Aloden.
And Cloud9 eliminated.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye.
JT, let's see if he can make this pistol sexy.
Oh. This is what they're waiting for. That's the sound cue. It's an easy freebie. Krasnal starts as he means to go on. Demka. He hits some shots. They are committing to the A site, but the whole squad's on its way.
Hey, Floppy, you plant, we'll take Donut.
Yeah, they've got that, but Temple's going to be an awkward fight. And if Krasnal clears out Donut on his own, Grim doesn't allow that with a nice click of his mouse, but it's Demka's quick double. And just like that, a perfect pistol.
All 4 pistols so far in this series in the favor of Monte. And again, Demka with impact in yet another one. That shot he hit on a leash must have been gargantuan. He just came straight out Brokey and bopped him. Felt like they had post-plant positions for days. This was juicy from Krasnal. Bit of a specialist on the dual Berettas. A couple of easy fights, and that shot right there, Leash, not even looking the right way. So Pansters, they ripped off the heads. They get themselves 8. And, well, as we know, prefaced in that first half, the plant allows the Ts to come in with quite a tiny-looking fight.
I would disagree that it's stronger than the CTs when you look at this. 4 M4s in the mix.
Even a bit of util to boot, so they have locked out mid. Floppy slowed by the HE and in towards the fight. Does force Krasnal back for now.
Yeah, this is what we got for us. Ooh, SDY's not got ahead, and that's a great pick. JT's dig.
And only the third kill.
Yeah, necessary one from JT. They're re-aggressing, and Floppy, he'll get one. It's Bro attempt at the spray transfer, but Elige gets there first. So, huge opportunity for them to convert here the second round. In the absence of the pistol, this would do nicely. JT's got the bomb, and they've got the B site for free. Missed shot from Halzerg Scout. Don't really need to repeat that. You've got the man advantage.
Elige didn't need to fight either, but he did take the risk in his tucked-in cave. Halzerg not expecting another on the flank, 2-on-2.
You know where they are. You know where they're both coming from, and Elige's push rewarded. He'll catch Demka on the way in. Clears out Jag, and they know Warro's working up the ramp. They can just play this bomb now, and yeah, Warro's aware of it. There's just no hope to get back into this one. Fakes the recede.
Yeah, he's not going to have time, is he?
Yeah, I think he's just hoping he can maybe catch one on the way out, but he knows that this one's done.
Well, JT, as I mentioned, only his 3rd kill, but an extremely impactful one. The opening kill to bring Cloud9 back. Cloud9? Excuse me. Naphany on the brain.
Yeah.
North America down the drain. Well, maybe not anymore. Thumbs up for Complexity. That's who we were talking about. I'm sure they're in blue. They've got a star. So that is a massive opening kill from the in-game leader.
And they are dirt poor now, Chad. I mean, real peanuts in the bank account.
You're not talking about their salaries, are you?
No, not that. Just the fact that you put all your schmeckles into that second round and you've been rumbled. Forced into dire straits now. Everyone pretty much investing fully. Not going to be happy with that one. Losing the second round does make you feel that way. And wow, a direct approach from Cole. Just run in.
Not clear in the corners.
Didn't even worry about Cubby. And Bro managed
Still
to
not
get one.
cleared.
What's going on? Krasnal, he's already taken one down. Sure, Floppy, you can take down Demka. And they're not rushing the plant. This is interesting. So sometimes young Warro and Krasnal, they're approaching B. They're picking up weaponry. They've got Kev behind it. This is certainly up for debate. But Krasnal's already starting to get a feeling that they have vacated the premises.
What the hell? And there's still 1 minute and 10 seconds left on the clock.
They've done a full world tour of Ancient.
The pace of CS2 and the way that these teams are approaching is insane.
That's for sure. Okay, then. I don't even know if you... Yeah, this is such a dream save.
Can we have that one back again?
Just run it back.
Give us the replay on that. Because this is just going to be a... Oh, now 20-second save or so. What the hell was this? Okay, so they're running into site.
Killed Bro. Floppy caught the aggression on A.
And then they just kept on pushing
And then
through.
ran all the way past it. I think, well, with Krasnal getting the frag cave,
yeah,
they just knew, like, right, is it worth us giving them all of this? They're probably already rotating through. And they cleared out CT, went all the way to A.
Well, that's one way to do it.
Yeah, and it's worked wonders. From a 7-5 half, we now look at an 8-7 as the dust settles. And with 3 saved rifles, it's going to be competitive into our next.
Just having a quick look. Looks like Floppy's lining up the insta window here, so they're going to try and apply a bit more pressure towards mid. Let's see if they actually want to brave it. It hasn't been too popular. He's missed the insta window, so there is a gap to work with for Warro. Not too worried about middle, is he, at all?
Yeah, so a lot more information and Complexity will be expecting their opponents to have. Deep CT smoke. This is very vogue as well at the moment, is it not? Throwing this one down. Cleared out now with the HE.
Yeah, I always wonder if they intentionally put it in between or if they just missed the doors. Some people don't land the trajectory quite perfectly.
Well, it still gets you kind of concerned on the T side default spread. Alzerk tasked with holding
They're
that.
about to re-clear mid together. 2 donut, 2 top mid.
Yeah, but we've got a whole lot of Complexity ready to take these fights as well, but a clean one from SDY. Grim's next up. He's being swung. Waro chasing him down. A great double dig from Demka somewhere, somehow. He just hits the shots on towards the 2 players on the ledge position. Alzerk, regardless, is going to be planning the bomb. He's so surrounded. There's no way out here for Alzerk. Sure, you've done some damage. You've lost your teammate. This would be one hell of a clutch. And not to be. Krasnal gets it. This is sort of unique flavor, this Ancient, for sure.
Well, this is the thing. There are parts of this that are very similar to what we'd expect to see in CSGO, and then there are things that are quite odd. I don't think I've ever seen Waro laugh quite like that before. But Demka, yeah, they are some gnarly shots to hit. When that mid-rear Gress came in, you could see Fight Club ensuing over towards the center corridor. But that one was only really with the saved gun. So they come out, they isolate the first fight. Elige falls. Grim tries to come up for the trade. Here's the Demka double. Jiggling away with the... Yeah, that laugh right there.
Such a genuine laugh. I love that.
He's having a good time.
Yeah, that's cool.
Well, Red Smoke has landed this time round. We'll be playing ahead of it. Demka pushing heavily forward, dodging the flashes over towards Tetris. Mid cold clear, and he's even going to get the jump up. Not so much of a heavy presence from Complexity over towards B. They are attempting with this bind to boost over the smoke. Now, Elige will give it up. Tries to take a pot shot over the cusp.
Just relentless movement, isn't there? Like every time I glance at my minimap, something's different. There's 2 people grouping up, pushing something.
It's not just pack roll rushing. It's just the communication feels like it's on steroids for them to constantly be moving around like this. And it's not unusual to see, but it is unusual to see from everybody all the time.
Yeah, that's it. Everybody, everywhere, all at once.
The sequel.
Demka, double. Bro helps himself to Floppy, and giving it a go was Grim, but it's all for naught. Lovely work. A triple in the end from Demka. Bro does the rest.
I feel that might even be the map. Just seeing how powerful it is when you get that full mid control in B lane. You see that death corridor, right? You're all able to help each other. And one of the things in Counter-Strike is you kind of want to be tethered to your teammate, not in the sense that you have to watch the same thing, but you need to be able to support them if they take that fight. So up that B lane, cover B doors, you can swing around, same thing with mid, and you can see those multiple positions. One on the low, one on the high, one deep towards it. They just had everything covered. So fantastic work from Monte, forcing Complexity down to an eco and 11. Well, that feels like a certainty now.
Yeah, it's as much as locked in here. Krasnal feeds himself to 3 before he runs out of bullets and is overcome by the Glock. Alzerk dead on the retrieval. Perfect play from Bro. Well aware of what their options were. They are keeping the vibe, man.
I'm really starting to like more and more of what I'm seeing from the likes of Krasnal and Bro, and I understand that was against a full eco, but just in a lot of these situations when they need to get that double, they're always very handy with it. Doesn't feel like they're giving away too many free kills. And TC under the pump now. This will only be his first timeout called so far in this second map of play. JT, again, just really struggling the team.
Dude, didn't he have like an incredible first day? It felt like he was hitting everything. I remember watching that
First
Anubis.
ace. Yeah, the first ace.
Yeah, that Anubis game, it felt like he was winning them clutches. He was winning every duel he took. Thought we were going to see a different story arc for JT here in Sydney. Seems short-lived. A live karaoke there from Demka, as opposed to that pre-recorded karaoke we all do.
There we go, on lip sync.
Yeah, right. Trace has already scouted a place, Chad. Watch out.
Taken back-to-back timeouts, and LMVT's come over, and I'm not sure, maybe the vibe's a little bit too high.
You're having too much fun, young man.
We want to win this map, and then Anubis, and then we can have some fun.
And then we go to the playoffs of IEM Sydney.
You like stages? We got one of them right around the corner. We're having a lot of fun here as well.
Yes, we are. Okay, well, because the timeouts have finally elapsed. Back to back. Whoa, a lot of nades in the sky, and SDY needs to find a response. Spams the smoke, spams the boards. Grim lucky to be alive. Oh my god, what's going on here? Elise got brought so low, so did Grim, but
If they ran into B, Warrow's already here, Alex.
It could go wrong. It could go wrong, and there is only one man left. And the bomb
They don't know about him.
going down.
Alex, they don't know about him. I'm worried.
Yeah, that was the only, or one of the two healthy members. They'll double peek him. Nice shot from Warrow, finished off by Grim, and so Complexity, they get their third T round on the board.
It's just such scrappy Counter-Strike, though, isn't it? Like, it's
Crazy.
Just smoke off ledge and W and just fire, and everybody just hold down mouse 1 and the W key until everybody's dead. That's essentially what both teams just did.
Yeah.
Just clash, 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 just bouncing off of one another. High intensity. It's all over in the first, 15, 20 seconds of the round.
Yeah, I haven't quite seen Counter-Strike at this rapid level over the last couple of years. It's certainly got that CS2 new game smell.
We're back into it.
And here we go. Already. Elish onto SDY. There's Demka again. Need to start casting it like a horse commentary.
Let's just grab the kill feed.
Just racing.
Look, Elish, I know where you are. I'm coming at you.
And Demka's down. Elish has taken full control of Donut. That's going to force Krasnal to respect and rotate. But hold on. They're re-aggressing mid. And Elish was ready for it. He does a little bit of damage to Bro. Half health for him.
That's one of the B defenders, but they haven't quickly taken the space. Still worried about maybe Krasnal lying in wait. His rotation point is on the way back.
Oh, he got there in time. The smoke confirms his suspicions. Spam through the smoke. They'll slip on in to get that bomb down, but long control integral. Flash and go. Krasnal happy to take the first. Floppy to trade. 2-on-2 on the retake. Bro coming in from ramp. He's having a fantastic Ancient is Bro. 22 frags and counting. And 2 smoke grenades available for this retake, and they've both opted to go cave. So Halzuk wrapping around. This is huge from Halzuk. Proactive play. So it all initially hinges on Floppy. Now that smoke is there. If he can, spam. Keep eyes on him. Make him feel like that smoke has done enough. Halzuk has to catch this one right. Just right, because Warrope still long side, and they've smoked off ramp as well. Uh-oh, he's holding it. He's going to be holding it. Warrior doesn't have a kit, going for a 10-second defuse, but covered by Bro. Floppy wins the round, and Cole, they're not out of Ancient yet.
Oh, that is a massive round to win, but there is still a lot of money available here for yet another buy to come out of the Monte side of the server. I wonder if Complexity are going to be ready for this. They have so much cash to splash right now. There's Orgs coming out. M4 should be plenty of util behind this. But again, you just had Johnny Jabs out mid. The fact that he's just running through smokes to take on Demka and Donut, like it is high intensity CS. It is definitely go, go, go. And yeah, they're getting fired up now. And this is the thing. Rhythmic CS, when it's fast, it is really, you get pumped up because you're really, the adrenaline is just all the time.
Yeah, no time to capitulate or think too much. It's going to have to be a lot of instinct. And of course, all those reps you've been putting in, paying dividends.
Well, this would be for the 3rd consecutive round for Complexity on this T-Hall. And that might be enough to break Monte, assuming they're under no saves. This is a bit more of a standard hold. Felt more like a 3-1-1. But all of this B pressure is forced to rejigger the setup. Warrow over towards red. Demka now back towards A. The other 3 still hovering around B. A pillar molly at the ready from Floppy. Let's see if he's got his lineups. He does.
You'd be crazy to push.
It's a fake. It's a fake.
They pushed him. Flash through.
They're going donut to A. Demka's the only one here.
Yeah, they called it clear, so they are going to be on their way, but there's a heavy investment of resources, so it is only Demka for now. Incendiary to delay, but they're going to disrespect that, and down he goes. Warrow, Org this time, puts his eye to the scope, puts Elish out of the round. Flash is good, but SDY still holds mouse 1, still gets 1. Halzuk desperately trying to punch in the code, but he's losing teammates left and right, and there it goes. 12 in the bag. LMBT will be happy with that one, and so will Monte. 1 away from forcing us to Anubis.
Yeah, and as we were just discussing how much money available for the likes of Monte, the same cannot be said for Complexity. A loss bonus had bottomed out, and they are going to have to try and contend for this final round of play in map number 2 with Peanuts. again, just great responses from both of these teams. A really important trade there from Waro, and they just keep coming. You think it's a bit of a clown car. The door opens, honk, honk, here we come. And the roar from Demka, something we've come to know and love. Oh, and they were setting up for a B executed. This one's done. Yeah,
most definitely Waro. He brings the fight to them. Bro gets himself another. Oh, hang on. Floppy's got 2 on the Tech 9. They can't help him. They have to get past Waro and Demka, both taking this fight on the cross. The bomb's in. It is a 2-on-2. Halzuk scavenges away a rifle, brings the fight on the swing. Needs the smoke. SDY. No info on that. Smoked off, but pushing. Halzuk dead. Expecting Floppy long. This is a good read of the situation from SDY, and Floppy says, not yet. No Anubis yet.
Get a heart rate monitor out here for these teams.
It's intense. It is highly, highly intense.
Are we trying to break the record for quickest round possible or something?
Yeah, man. I mean, this high-octane Counter-Strike from the second out of freeze time. Whew,
now
catch my breath.
Now they've done enough to
now
break
their
them.
money's gone. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and now they have to take an eco. Okay, another overtime.
A full 24. Got to get used to saying that.
Yeah, got to put it to Valve. Yeah, we'll make it MR12. Lol, just joking. Close games are still going to be close. Water is wet.
Yeah, and I don't know how often we've seen rounds actually go down to those last couple of seconds before the plant comes in. You know,
or given praise to Valve lately.
And that is a Zeus. Zeus skins when?
Maybe when the full release comes out.
Yeah, often full release probably.
Elish is actually somewhat susceptible. I know he's waltzed across to Tetris, but if he does jump up and try and go for the clear on both ways, Krasner will have to consider mid at some point. He might be sticking out in the open like a bit of a tit here.
Or he just full commits.
Gets the Zeus kill, picks up the AK, kills Elish.
Complexity, punch them on us in unison.
Graham cries.
No, says Floppy.
Ah, sneaky beaky, bro.
He's behind the whole squad. And double dink is great work. Good control. Good poise. And Demka builds upon it onto JT. Leash, damage control, and down they go. And so the final round of regulation upon us. And have all of the guns they need.
Still a little bit touch and go for this final buy. Now they have to invest, obviously, but for the cash to go around, Waro will require an AWP drop. He's been able to facilitate with an M4 of his own, so maybe, just maybe, it will look slightly better than initially anticipated. Managing their pennies well on the Monte side, and they would love to get it done in regulation before things get too stressful. They will call a timeout. Now, when it has been this in-your-face, biffy Counter-Strike, utility does tend to play a part in that. When you look at what is available now for Monte going into the final round, smoke, sure, nades there, incendiaries, I
was just trying to work out. Okay, Halzuk hadn't bought nades as to because he's got 1,800 left over. It's the last round. Why is that Galil in the mix?
Yeah, maybe did he buy it?
Yeah,
because if it's been dropped for him,
explains it.
He won't be able to resell it.
Yeah.
Looks like Halzuk's lining up a cave smoke.
Okay, so what's the? I mean, this is such an important call, right? The pressure on a IGL when you are trying to fight your way back into a game. They start 4B here on the CT side. Bro, happy to push the ramp. More than what? Hello? Yeah, JT does a full comic book double take. And he's only gone and got a second as well. With Floppy's help, they are in. You would imagine. We've just killed 2B. Your suspicions would be that it probably only one more, but there's 2, Demka and Krasnow. So Halzuk perhaps going to sniff around the A site to see what he can find.
That cave smoke was insane. That wasn't a normal cave smoke. That landed deep cave from spawn.
Oh.
It must have gone through this skylight.
Yeah. I saw Rez experimenting with HEs into the little...
Yeah, into this cubby. You could do it with a molly in CSGO.
Bruh.
But that must have gone through the skylight. Okay, well, Nard out here, we'll have you covered. They've stacked A. They've stacked A with all 3. The bomb's coming.
It's a really good gamble for
They're going to see the shadow. They could win it here.
Oh, Demka's in a power
Bomb's
position
committed.
now. This could be a horrible way to be forced into a third map after a hard-fought comeback into Ancient. They've won 4 of the last 5, but now with Krasnell and Demka here, Complexity committed to the A site. Waro racks up another, a 2-on-2. Overtime hangs in the balance. The bomb's on the floor. Floppy disconnected. Grim in the sight. And he hits his shot. But Waro doesn't. And we are off to overtime. Complexity not bowing out of Ancient just yet. Walking into the Lion's Den, but ripping limb from limb the Lions in the sight.
What a roll of the dice. That came up Monte. There it is, that smoke. Look at
Wow,
this. That's from
wee.
spawn landing deep cave. You're going to feel a whole lot of B pressure applied.
Like immediately. Obviously they can be in front of it, but
Essentially an insta. He just moved straight towards that pillar, lobbed it in. They're taking the fights. Oh, wow. Okay.
Grim holding his nerve here, needed that shot right there. And then Waro, yeah, a little bit of luck on Floppy's side there. The missed orb shot, you can see the nerves.
Of course, though, you just went into the stack.
Yeah,
you
right.
know you'd been booked.
You got
Oh, an LMBT. It was such a great call, but we're back underway. No time to wipe your tears away.
Jesus, we're here.
Everyone's dead.
Okay, welcome to the first 10 seconds of the first round of overtime. Kraz now brings the fight to JT. JT ready, pre-firing everything, understandably so, given what we've seen over the first 24.
Still only 6 kills for JT. Let's see if he can call his way to victory. Reaggress, of course, bro. Staying active, position given up now. And at this point, do you just expect everybody from Monte to be on this site?
Probably. You know Waro likes to lead A, and you've just lost bro. Just keeps just swinging and swanging. There we go. TC will be giving that one a little golf clap as Complexity do take the first round of their T side on OT.
Well, let's just find out if the mental right now has been broken of Monte. A good first half from them. It was the T half on their map choice. Managed 7 rounds. Complexity had to fight hard to get 5 of their own. And then battling back through pace. Forget about the Thunder from down under. It's just been lightning pace in the Southern Hemisphere. And yeah, these frustrations are mounting. I think Elige, he could be the talisman, the difference maker for Complexity since he's joined this team. Complexity have gone up a gear. His
100.
experience, well, they have nothing like it. He is just adding buckets and spades. And this team seems to just be going up a gear right in front of our eyes.
Yeah, from strength to strength. Pro League was a real turning point for them.
This would be huge. Taking down Monte in this best of 3, locking themselves in for a playoffs. Complexity, North America's hope.
Yeah. And bro onto Floppy, one of those 3 to make up the North American core. Leading is Elige at the front. Fires off a pot shot towards SDY's position. Waro looking to contain their investigations, but Grim, good pre-aim, and the adjustment into Krasnal is naughty. Only bro on this B site. You know he's the B anchor. You know he'll be here. But where? He's taking a forward position, catches them off guard for the first. Elige, knee-jerk trade. Spotted one, didn't he, onto SDY. The second now noted as well, so JT winning that duel all but confirms it. This will be 14 for Complexity.
I think Complexity have done it. Yeah, just when you consider
that fumble on the A side last round regulation.
But, and I understand they were in such a number disadvantaged situation, but the fact they were all there, it caught them off guard. It caught them by surprise. It was their opportunity to get it done. That would have been one of the greatest gambles we've seen at Sydney for sure. Just a great call. They walked right into the trap, but they could not convert. And now Sumdar Young having to save this A4.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, you talked about mental. You're praising Complexities for sure. Their composure to recover. But on the other side of the coin, I think, yeah, Monte, these 2 rounds of overtime have just kind of flown by, you know, in the blink of an eye.
The whole game's gone so quick, hasn't it? And it's so difficult to sit and regret these moments because of the pace, even the adjustments. You heard Snappy talking about it. He feels in the shorter game that it's harder to make these adjustments and it will tend to come in OT. Right. But we're in OT now, and just with the sheer pace, it's hard to know what's going to get thrown your way. But this T side has been fantastic out of Complexity. And you reflect back to Pro League Season 18, Monte got the better of Complexity there in a best of 3. Ancient going in their favor, overpass to Cole, but it was Anubis where the difference was made. And Anubis is where Complexity thrust Monte down to the lower bracket to start off this event in the best of 1s. They might be doing it again.
Looking to avoid Anubis completely. Complexity just 2 rounds away from the IEM Sydney playoffs.
Faking B, but Temka's in main. The bomb's going to be in main.
Let's see how good their clears are, because Waro's was supporting this, and perfect from Waro. Surely, Halzak, yeah, he's anticipated it, but he's lost the bomb. Demka goes forward. This last round of their CT side, and it looks good for at least one. getting themselves off a 12.
Well, main is locked off for some time.
Yeah, and look at the map. You can see these two just jogging over to give him support.
They have a lot of time. The thing is, they don't necessarily have to rush this, but apparently that's the name of the game on this T half. All about pace, not even giving Floppy a chance to work, to try and come in with the flank. And speaking of flank, JT, he's about to be dead meat.
It's funny because, yeah, Floppy's going into the B site looking for Bro. Bro could not be further. And now JT knows the jig is up.
Another great map from Floppy.
Mm-hmm.
2 back-to-back, and like mentioned, he was the worst performer for Complexity up until this point.
Yeah, turning it on when it really matters, right? Playoffs or elimination. And there's one from Monte on their defense. So they've set the bar. Attainable for Complexity and 2, no doubt.
Well, Bro's also had a great game. 31 kills for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's certainly, proving to be up to the challenge. When you're tasked with filling a superstar like Boros, filling his shoes upon his departure, it's, I would imagine, an increased amount of pressure just knowing what the person who was previously in your seat was capable of. But I think he's approached it with his own, he's been helped with LMBT, just saying you don't have to be him. Be you. Be
we
the
actually
best you.
didn't want him,
yeah.
so
you.
we'll take you.
Yeah. So
B's completely cleared out. Cole just pushed all the way down the ramp, cleared it out. They have the information. They need to hightail it over because the air execute's coming.
Halzok readies his aim. Gonna be staring at smokes, just a timing shot and just shy of the mark. They swing in, it's Grim. Ooh, does well. 1.5. Nice from JT to try and continue to kick up a fuss. Now they need the smoke and Halzok posted up, doesn't see anything. Krasnal is responsible for donut. He just looked away, but it's smoked and Elige won't try and disrespect it. So actually pivoting for a full A main flank. Does that mean Floppy and Halzok have to pause too?
Yeah, definitely so. If Elige can't go, they can't either.
Lots of that utility. This is that direct approach. He just leaves so much utility for the post plant. Now clearing through Temple. Smoke is cleared. Oh, Floppy. He catches SDY on his smoke spam, so they've got the leg up in this round. Monte holding their breath as it all falls to Krasnal. First of the clutch, can't get away. It's Elige to secure it. 15 in the bag. 1 round away from the playoffs. 1 round away from walking into the Aware Super Theatre. And for Monte, 2 required in succession to continue play and to continue the dream of a 3rd map.
We've had our conclusion over there on the B stream as well with the seeding match between G2 and ENT, so we know how all of our playoff matches are going to look going into the quarterfinals. If Complexity are able to pick up this final round, get it done here in overtime in back-to-back maps, they will be taking on BetBoom in the quarterfinal. ENT falling to G2 will be taking on FaZe. That puts G2 and Mouse directly through to the semifinals for Saturday. This time out, a tense one. Monte. They know they can bring this back, and they know they can do it if they can just get to Anubis. 2 more rounds required to take this to double OT, and then we dance again. It's been tense throughout, but the mental of just the way that Complexity were able to bludgeon Monte to death in their face, consistently aggressive. Pace has been the name of the game here on Ancient. This has been a biff, a brawl, and Complexity just 5 kills away from getting it done.
And they can whip out the double orb. Why not? Halzok, chunked down by that HE. Floppy avoids Krasnal's. Keep your hands on the mouse and keyboard, mate. Friction's coming. It's Krasnal onto the first. Jag clear. Space taken. Grim being hunted by SDY as well. They are moving, albeit silently.
This will be quick. JT might not expect this so fast. Oh, not at all.
Damn. Red Room's being occupied as we speak. SDY the one to do so. Elige calling A main quiet. There's 2 of them there. God, it's very exposed. This is not going to be easy for Complexity. The smokes are coming in. The flashes too. JT's screen white as snow. SDY's got their rotate locked off. Waro, oh,
timing.
Just looked away. It couldn't have been worse for Waro. As now they find the equalizer, and there's more from Halzok. A re-aggressive his own design. Just as they smoke cave, it works in favor of Halzok. But this SDY flank could be the difference maker.
No!
How? How does Halzak hit that one? He can't quite believe it. A full reaction shot. SDY, he had the position, he had the flank, and now Monte watching through their fingers as they hope and pray. Demka and Krasnal have got anything left to say. Halzak shuts him up. And Halzak closes completely.